Hi, this is George. Continuing with Melody Beattie's book, The Language of Letting Go. Actually, a substance abuse recovery book, but I'm using it to point out some things and how we can. I say I may not be cured, but I will be well. Today I'm going to read. Right now I'm going to read about healing and discuss it a little bit. We can do that. Healing. We should learn not to grow impatient with a slow healing process time. We should discipline ourselves to recognize that there are many steps to be taken along the highway leading from sorrow to renewed serenity. From our pain and our discomfort to our wellness is what I say. We should anticipate these stages in our emotional convalescence. Unbearable pain, poignant grief, empty days, resistance to consolation, disinterestedness in life, gradually giving way to the new weaving of a pattern of action and the acceptance of the irresistible challenge of life. Joshua Liebman. Recovery is a process, so we're recovering. We're going to try to get well. We're trying to reclaim our life, our wellness. It is a gradual process. Our disease didn't, or maybe in some cases it did come all of a sudden, but for some of us it's slowly progressing, getting worse. There's different stages, but this says it is a gradual process. As such, healing will be a gradual process, a healing process, and a spiritual process, a journey rather than a destination. One thing leads to another, things as well as us get better. We can relax, do our part, and let the rest happen. Today I will trust the process and the journey that I have undertaken. It takes time to reach a feeling, understanding that we have to learn to deal with this disease. We have to learn all about it. That's when they say knowledge is power, because you understand. I call MS many symptoms. There's so many symptoms I have them all at one time or another, maybe not all, but I've had a lot. But you learn to manage them, right? That's where we're at. We're learning to manage it, and everybody has their own way. I'm not saying do this, do this. I try to advocate for individuals to figure out what works for them. I mean, like lately, for the last few years, CBD, smoking marijuana, that helps some people. That's cool. I'm good with that. I've had my experience. I don't do THC or CBD. It makes me tired. I get sleepy. I'm already dealing with fatigue, but that's not my point. My point is, you have to learn how to deal with it. For instance, we have to make sure that our regular, because we're still normal. We just have something else that we have to deal with. We have a multiple sclerosis disease. So I always have to make sure that your doctor checks you, and make sure checks your vital signs, your heart, your lung sounds, kidney function and all that. Make sure that what we can manage, that we are well and informed of, that's taken care of. If your heart's not working right, you have problems, chest pain, or if it's working too slow, you got more to fatigue. If you have allergies and all that, so we want to stay on top of that. So the objective here is we want to be well. We have to understand that we have to be a big part of it. We have to understand it. We have to be informed. It's not going to happen overnight. And I used to say you have to be your own doctor, but now I have to say you have to be the doctor's assistant. You have to be his eyes, tell him what's going on, document, we're talking now specifically about your neurologist. So how do I deal with it? Well, for sure, check with my doctor, make sure the basics are okay. We go to the specialty, the neurologist. You know, I've learned how to deal with my medicines, you know. Uh, I take other medications, like I take Provigil sometimes for fatigue. I'll take Ampyra, you know, because I think it helps cognitively. You know, so that's just me though. But everybody's gonna have to find their own way, and it's healing. We're learning how to heal. Okay, it's not, and it's a mind body spirit process. So at the end, Melody ends by saying, "Today I will trust this process and this journey that I have undertaken. It's a task that we've been given. You didn't ask for it. It's not your fault. It's just something that you're better off learning to deal with. I may not be cured, but I will be well. I am well. And I hope sharing some of these ideas help somebody else too." George from California, namaste.